The way the world and the internet operate in the 21st century has led to countless individuals finding virality and instant fame, whether they want it or not. Influencers, content creators, and social media stars, the world watches as they share their lives, from the highs to the mundane. Some of them have secrets to hide, and still we continue to watch even when things take a darker turn. Today, we take a look at a list of the top 8 social media killers. Murder, scams, and assault. These are some of the eye-opening crimes that involve some of social media's infamous internet personalities. Number 8. Mother and daughter duo Ansarine and Mehek Bukhari. The murder of 2 men who perished in an alleged vehicle pursuit in Leicestershire, England, has led to the arrest of a TikTok star and her mother. The TikTok star recently created a parody video about killing someone. According to testimony in a British court, TikTok star Mehek Bukhari's mother participated in a murder conspiracy, claiming the 2 men's lives. Mohammed Hashim El-Jazuddin and Saqib Hussain, both 21 years old, were chased down and run off the road by Mehek Bukhari, her mother, and another woman, Natasha Akhatar. Their vehicle was slammed into and split in 2 by the impact. At the scene, both guys were declared dead. The jury was told that Hussain was in a relationship with Ansarine Bukhari, the mother of TikTok star Mehek, before the murders occurred. Collingwood Thompson, the prosecuting attorney, said in court, "It was the fact of this relationship, which ended in January 2022, that explains the events that happened in February and led up to the murders." The media observed Mehek Bukhari's aloofness during the trial leading up to the verdict. She was seen sharing smiles and laughs with other defendants during quieter parts of the trial, and casually played board games while she waited for the jury to come back with a verdict. But that all changed very quickly. Just hours before the verdict, Mehek was filmed waving and laughing at reporters from a balcony in the court foyer, only to then break down in tears when she was convicted in court of a double murder. The prosecutor described the events as a story of love, obsession, anger, attempts at extortion, and ultimately murder. Mother and daughter duo Ansarine and Mehek Bukhari are now both serving life sentences for their heinous crimes. Number 7. Kai Lawrence. A video clip from an American news report circulated widely online in February 2013, enthralling internet users with a 24-year-old charismatic homeless hitchhiker, Caleb Lawrence McGilvary, who presented himself as Kai Lawrence. In the video, he recounted a disturbing incident that happened when he was hitching a ride with a stranger to Fresno, California. Lawrence claimed that while he was in the car with the driver admitted to assaulting a 14-year-old girl and then purposely hit a pedestrian with his truck before attacking a woman who came over to help. Kai explained how he came to the aid of a woman on the street when she was attacked by a man from behind. Kai used the blunt side of his hatchet to strike the man 3 times on the back of his head. The colorful way Lawrence communicated this violent story, smash, smash, saw, smash, caught the public's attention, and his account became a meme. The media swarmed around Lawrence, who seemingly faced mental health struggles of his own. Kai became a well-known face around the world as millions saw the original video and its subsequent remixes. People fell in love with his personality, his heroic actions, and the positivity he spread. No matter what you've done, you deserve respect. Even if you make mistakes, you are lovable. You're worthwhile. No one can ever take that away from you, he famously proclaimed in the interview. Lawrence was arrested in New Jersey on a murder charge a few months later for the death of 73-year-old Joseph Galfrey. The prosecutors argued that he murdered Joseph after the pair had engaged in a sexual encounter, but Lawrence claimed he was drugged and lashed out at the victim in self-defense. There were 3 skull fractures and 4 broken ribs in the victim's case, suggesting an aggressive attack. Lawrence's conduct in court did little to bolster his case, with the judge finding it hostile, aggressive, and non-compliant, continually alluding to his volatile temperament and history of substance abuse. In 2019, Lawrence was charged with first-degree murder and sentenced to 57 years in prison after a 4-week trial. When his initial arrest was announced, some of his fans raised money to cover the legal costs of the video. But when the full details came out, they were left wondering, what exactly happened? Number 6. Courtney Taylor. Instagram influencer and fan favorite OnlyFans model Courtney Clenny, or Taylor, as she goes by on social media, was arrested for the murder of her boyfriend, Christian Abumsali, in April 2022, after he was fatally stabbed in the heart. This was a case of alleged abuse and jealousy, which the couple experienced regularly during their courtship. 2 days before the stabbing, police had been called to the couple's Miami Beach apartment building after a domestic incident. Clenny told them that they had broken up, Christian had been stalking her, and she wanted a restraining order. Her motive was self-defense. Her lawyer later claimed the couple had a clearly toxic and complicated relationship. At the time of the murder, Clenny had 2 million Instagram followers. She was later charged with second-degree murder and is awaiting a hearing for her criminal case. Number 5. Claire Miller. Specializing primarily in lip-syncing videos and skits on TikTok, teenager Claire Miller, age 16, amassed a respectable following on the platform. But that would all change after what happened on February 22, 2021. In the early morning, Miller fatally stabbed her 19-year-old disabled sister, Helen, at their family home in Pennsylvania. After the incident, she immediately dialed 911 and confessed to her heinous act. Upon their arrival, the police promptly arrested the teenager. Disturbingly, thousands of followers flocked to Miller's TikTok account and subscribed before it was removed. Claire Miller's petition to move the case to juvenile court was denied by Judge David Workman in July 2022, and she was ordered to be tried as an adult. The events that bring us here today are incoherently tragic, presiding Judge Jeffrey Wright said at the hearing. Mr. and Mrs. Miller sit here on the difficult challenge of supporting both the victim and the defendant. In 2023, Miller, after waiving her rights to a trial, pleaded guilty but mentally ill to the crime. As a result, she was sentenced to a jail term of 12.5 to 40 years. Number 4. Trey Sessler. Before the flood of YouTubers and influencers, as we see today, Trey Sessler launched his YouTube channel under the name Mr. Anime in 2006, changing it to Lenska Productions a year later. He soon garnered a devoted following for his unique reviews of anime and video games, one of the first channels to do so on YouTube. His content soon veered into uncomfortable territory, filled with unsettling skits and a growing fascination for firearms. In 2012, at his family home in Waller, Texas, he massacred everyone inside, ending the lives of his mother, Rhonda, father, Lawton, and brother, Mark, who appeared in Sessler's videos. He also had plans to attack the nearby Waller High School, where he graduated years before. But after sitting in the school's parking lot, he changed his mind. Sessler was eventually arrested at a friend's house. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole or appeal. Number 3. Kiana and Ronald Burns. Kiana and Ronald Burns had just moved to Atlanta, Georgia from St. Louis, Missouri with their 8 children. They were known as a power couple and entrepreneurs who ran their own businesses, Critique Designs Beauty and Barber Salon and Primerica Insurance. Kiana had thousands of adoring followers on Instagram. But posts from Kiana after they moved showed that she was mentally struggling. In a Facebook Live video, she asked for prayer, strength, and love. She also posted on Facebook that she was very unhappy with her life. 6 months after they had moved, the couple died in an apparent murder-suicide. It is thought Kiana shot and killed Ronald. Kiana had posted a video of herself singing and dancing with one of her children, just hours before the fatal shootings. Number 2. Cameron Herron. In 2021, TikTok played host to a massive following for 21-year-old Cameron Herron. At the time, he was appearing in court after causing the tragic killing of 24-year-old Jessica Reisinger Robinault and her infant daughter in 2018. Herron had been drag racing on the streets at over 100 miles per hour in Tampa, Florida, when he struck the two. Social media exploded with fan pages, some even expressing that Herron was too cute to go to jail. Heron's own TikTok account amassed over 2 million subscribers after he went viral. But not long after, all his personal social media accounts either went dark or were deleted. Heron was found guilty of vehicular homicide and sentenced to 24 years in jail. In 2022, his appeal to reduce the length of his sentence was rejected by a judge. And get ready for number 1. The infamous TikTok Scarface impersonator Ali Abulaban. Ali Abulaban Jinkid may be imprisoned on murder-related accusations, but his social media presence seems unaffected. A judge ruled that the TikTok celebrity will go on trial for killing his wife, 28-year-old Anna Abulaban, and her friend, 29-year-old Rayburn Cardenas Barron. Abulaban is accused of 2 counts of first-degree murder following an October 2021 shooting at an upscale San Diego apartment complex. Even after all that, he has still claimed his innocence. However, 3 months after his arrest, Abulaban's fan-favorite Instagram and TikTok accounts remain active without a single post. But some recent comments have condemned Abulaban's decision to ruin his career by allegedly murdering his wife. So there you have it, folks. That brings us to the end of the video of the top 8 social media killers. We'll continue to monitor this list as we discover new influencers to follow with deep, dark secrets. If you enjoyed today's video, consider hitting the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.